I think we need to understand the American politics and the American foreign policy theory. I think their politics are based on what we call the realist theory of international relations. It's underpinned by the assumptions that the global governance system is inactive. In other words, there's disorder there. Therefore, power and influence is important. So when you look into the campaign of Donald Trump, he was using those issues that are a motive for the Americans. For example, the undocumented migrants that are in the country, the performance of the economy, and also some few global international matters. So this method of making America great again and fixing everything. So the strongman type of politics, that's what played a role in terms of that realist theory of what we have seen.
In your opinion, what message does this election result send about the current political climate in the U.S.?
Yeah, obviously, you see the American politics and the foreign relations is about the interests of the state. It's inward looking. It's about what is important for America. It's not what is important for humanity. It's not what is important for the rest of the world. What is important for America? So the issues of the economy, the migrants, the undocumented one, these are the issues that played a role. This thing of power and influence, global power and influence. We must vote for a strong person who can make us great again. So elections are not always rational. They are emotional, and the emotions play a key role in this election.
And the campaign period saw 2 assassination attempts on Trump. How did these incidents impact public opinion, if at all, and what does it say about the safety risk for political figures in today's climate?
Yeah, politics is always risky, but obviously it helped him because it helped with that victim politics. I'm a victim because of I stand for you. I'm a victim because I want to make this country great again. So the undecided voters and the strong supporters, actually that message appealed to them, and that's why they voted for him. So it's a victim of the incumbent. It's a victim of the regime, and that makes it emotional, and that makes it appealing to those that are actually strong supporters.
And what challenges do you foresee Trump facing domestically and internationally as he takes office for a second time?
I think the problem is the issues that they are facing, the economy, are serious issues, and you need to fix them quickly. I don't know whether they will be fixed quickly. Also, I think there will be a problem in terms of predictability of policies, especially with the foreign relations. You never know what will be the policies. It's unpredictable. Also, if they have to play a role in the foreign relations, international relations, you must know there are conflicts in the world. Gaza, Ukraine, Africa, there are conflicts there. So if they want to be a global player, an influential player in the global affairs, then they have to play a role in the global governance system, the multilateral system. But I don't think that Trump is a person who's concerned about global issues. He's more concerned about inward-looking, the American issues. Therefore, even if they want to be strong in the world, if they are not focusing on global issues, then it will be problematic. So, but my biggest fear is the predictability of policies. Is it consistent in a fluid and dynamic international relations arena? So you never know how you relate to him as a president, and that could be problematic.
Yeah. And Kamala Harris's campaign clearly had its own strategy and appeals. What do you think were the main weaknesses or obstacles her campaign faced?
Yeah, I don't think his weaknesses as such. You see, when you are the incumbent, you take responsibility of what goes wrong. So if there were issues about the performance of the economy, high inflation rates, or the difficulties that the middle class were affecting, or there is a problem of the undocumented migrants, you take responsibility as the incumbent, as the governing. And therefore, I think that was one of the issues. Also, the inconsistency in clearly articulating the global issues, the Palestine issues, the Gaza issues. They were vague, ambiguous, and some of the people wanted a clear position. Those are the issues. The major issue is what I explained. We are in a patriarchal society. We are in a male-dominated society. And when your theory is the realist theory of powerful, influential, strong men, and there is order there, we need someone who can fix things, then she's disadvantaged being female. But we can also not rule out the race, even if people are claiming the United States democratic and so on, the race issue also played a role. So being female, the being an incumbent, as well as the race issues. I think these are some of the factors.
Yeah. And how do you anticipate this election outcome will be received internationally, particularly among allies concerned about stability?
Yeah, look, in the national relations, states are there about self-interest. It's about the interest of the state. They are not necessarily there for the interest of the people. You have seen there were cautious reaction by various leaders of the world congratulating, but many were not clear whether their relationship is a predictable and a clear relationship. So there is a lot of wait and see. But obviously, in the global affairs, in the conflict situation, taking into account what I explained about inward looking, making America great again, trying to solve domestic issues, many of those that are affected by the global issues is not having a lot of hope that the Trump administration will focus on global issues and resolve the challenges that they are facing in Gaza and other places in the rest of the world. Because Trump is going to be inward looking. Also, you cannot predict what is his actions and what is the foreign policy. So it's very difficult to predict. There's not a lot of hope that the conflict situation in the world will be resolved, because you have to resolve them through multilateral systems, through consensus, and that is not the type of politics and foreign policy of the United States. It's about power, it's an influence, it's about protecting the interests of the state, and you need powerful people. So it's problematic. I don't see a lot of hope.
And just finally, looking forward, what do you believe will be the key indicators of success or failures for Trump's second term?
Yeah, obviously, if he can fix the challenges that people are facing in terms of the performance of the economy, that will be sufficient, because elections are about material conditions of people, improving their conditions. So if the Americans will feel that he's addressing their issues, then obviously that is his success. Whether it's inflation, whether it's undocumented migrants, if these are the issues of the election, they feel that they are being addressed, then obviously he will be successful, because it's not what the outside world is judging him, but it's what he's doing for the citizens of the United States. That will matter in the final analysis. So that's what he will be judged for. Has he improved the conditions of the people in the United States? And that is it.